yeah, of my story time. So cool. I go at this point like to the next day now after I finished braiding my hair, and then we're going to the north. And before that, I met my other sister who also happened to be in Windhoek. Like I kind of knew about her because I remember there was a time where I used to see her Facebook posts, and yeah, like I kind of knew that she was my sister. I don't know how I knew, but yeah, I knew she was my father's child. But now I met her for the first time, and then like we're in my uncle's car, and then we go. And then, so unfortunately, or fortunately, like the uncle that I drove with like, was also like part of the crew that need to go get my dad's things. So we had to go get his things on the way, like in the town where he lived. So we had to go pick up his stuff and then see where he lived and stuff like that. So, oh, guys, we get to the town now, and we get to the place where he used to live. I'm sorry, I'm looking away, guys. This is so emotional. Um, so we get to the place where he used to live, and that was the most heartbreaking thing ever for me. And that's where I realized that I had a dad and I just lost him. It it became real there. And then, sure. So obviously my sister was closer to him. So like she was already like her eyes were red and everything, and I was like, it is what it is. But then like so my sister refused to go into the house. And then me being the brave one, apparently, I decided I'm gonna go into the house now, into the place where he used to live. And guys, when I got there, um, I broke down. Like my heart broke down. Um, I literally just I could not anymore. Like I entered and then I came out. You guys, the reason why I could not was the state of the house was just so heartbreaking. It was cruel for somebody to live like that. Um, you guys, it was just the house, like it was a simple house, but the state of the house was the one that was more heartbreaking for me. The state of the house, um, like the fact that you could see that there was no food in the house. Um, what I found there was like there was a traditional brew, like a whole, I think 20 liters of a traditional brew. So it looks like my dad was just drinking that and not even eating or taking care of himself. And that um, broke me. It broke me because I'm just like, no, nobody is allowed to live like this while he has a lot of daughters. Nobody. And I was thinking of all the things that I could have done, like if I came for holiday, and how I would have just, helped him with his addiction. Because later when I looked at his death certificate, I don't know whether it was on a death certificate or whether it was in the clinical records, it said that he died of liver cirrhosis. And the number one cause of liver cirrhosis is alcohol. And like you could see that in the state of the house, you could really see that he's somebody who probably like used to drink a lot. And like that broke me. Like it put me, guys, like it really broke me because I didn't expect that of a loved one. Sorry. And there was a lot of drama. Like when we got there was a lot of drama. The fact that some of his things were missing, some of his belongings were missing. That somebody else came and then he took his money, his belongings, like the things that were really like valuable, they were taken, or a colleague stole them and stuff. Like that drama was too much. You know, you're busy like a mourning a loved one, and then all that drama, just it made everything worse. So yeah, we took his things, and then we went now for the funeral. We went to the north for the funeral, and when we got there, it's like everybody is looking at me like, who's this and stuff. And obviously you have to go greet the elders, and yeah, that went well. And then, so now for me, I am somebody that, before that, I that was the second funeral I attended ever in my life. If you guys watched the part one of this, I mentioned that I had one of my uncles that I used to call my dad, and his funeral was the first one that I attended, and then the second one was now my father's funeral that I attended. So yeah, guys, so when we got there now, it was now, you know, in our tradition, the Shwambo culture, what we do is like there's a part where you have to go look at the person's face. And guys, this was the part that I was looking forward to the most, like, because I wanted to spend time with my dad's body, you know. I don't know, people find it weird, but guys, I'm sure if you guys understand, like, I'm not really afraid of dead bodies, you know. Like, I'm a medical student, guys, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so I wanted to just spend a little bit of time. Like, I just wanted to make sure that he's really dead, you know. What if like he's just breathing or something? Like that was what was going on through my mind. So I went there. It was now my chance to go look at my dad's body. And then I stood there, like, you know, obviously I'm sobbing and everything, but you know, I just wanted to look at this man and just like, you know, like get everything in, and also just I guess in my head, just like try, you know, accept that he's gone. And somebody just takes me away. I don't know who it was. Till today, like, I'm still mad, like, why did somebody do that? And um I think it was like one of the aunties. Apparently it's not good for somebody to sit and look at somebody who died for so long and stuff like that. I guess I took a while, and that was something that also made me extra sad, because now I couldn't even say bye to my dad. And the other thing is, like, I couldn't even take in everything. So that was also like the sad part of everything. But you know, one thing that I don't regret, or one thing that I'm really thankful to God for, is, I'm sorry guys, I'll be looking this side because I'm watching myself do my own hair. So the one thing that I'm really thankful to God is the fact that I didn't have unforgiveness towards my dad, and the fact that I had already forgiven him before he didn't even ask for forgiveness or anything, but I had already forgiven him. I had already I had given all the things and all the questions that I had for him. I had given them over to God even before I met him, or even before he showed up in my life, or like he gave me that one call. I had given everything over to God, and I had just given all the questions to God, and I told him, Lord, you know what? Like, I'm giving everything to you, and all I want is like peace. You know, I don't want to have unforgiveness towards this man anymore. And whether he asks for forgiveness or not, you know, I'm still gonna forgive him, like, because it's, you know, for me, and because you want us to forgive others in order for you to forgive us, you know. And that was one thing that I was very, very grateful to God for. I'm sure that if he had passed on while I still haven't forgiven him for everything, I guess it would have been very bad for me, because I would have just felt like I did him wrong, and you know, I would have just been so like uneasy about everything else. But yeah, um, you know, like they say, God is the one that gives and He's the one that takes. So I had questions like, why did God have to take away my dad, like every other person had? But those are answers that I never got, And now I'm just glad, because I'm just glad I'm over it. And the funny thing is, like, my dad was a twin, or he is a twin. So I met his twin brother when I went for his funeral. So, and from there on, like, it's like God just gave me a new father, like, sorry, sorry guys, if you guys probably see somewhere in my videos where I'm referring to my dad, like, that's the man I'm referring to, like my dad's twin brother. And we have such a beautiful relationship, like a father and a daughter. Like, that's literally like the guy I would call father any day. And I guess like I like we have a good relationship, and I'm really glad that I could meet, like, even though I met him while I'm older, I'm still happy, and I'm glad that God gave me somebody that I could call father. And also the fact that from, like, our relationship grew so well, and that you know it's like I always wished for, I was always telling God that, Lord, you know what, you know us as girls, like, we always want, like, I was just like, Lord, I need a father, like, I need my father to be present at my graduation. This is why I'd forgiven him. I was always telling God the reasons why I want my father, and I would be like, no, like, I want one day when I graduate to have both my mom, somebody I can refer to as my mom, and then somebody I could refer to as my father. I wanted them to be present. And then also this, our princess moments where, like, you are daydreaming as a young girl, and you're like, no, I want to get married one day, and then I want my dad to walk me down the aisle. Doesn't matter, like, what happened, like, between us. I would still want him to walk me down the aisle, all those things. And those were the reasons that I gave to God. I literally gave him, like, Lord, these are the reasons why I want you to spare my father, or why I want you to keep my father. And I guess after I heard of his death, like, those were one of the questions, like, Lord, now who's gonna do all of this, like, for me, because these are the desires that I have and stuff. And those questions, I guess, were answered. Like, he literally just sent me somebody that I bonded with and everything. And he's my dad. Like, I mean, he's my father's twin, so he's my dad. So yeah, guys. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that unforgiveness, sorry guys, unforgiveness is really a bad thing. Like, it's really, really, really a bad thing. So you should, with all, like, with any means, if you have daddy issues, if you have mommy issues, or whatever issues you have with whoever who wronged you, ask for forgiveness. No, like, ask God to help you forgive them, because you never know, like, especially now during these times, like, everything is so uncertain. There are so many uncertainties. You never know, like, when the person is gonna, like, just wake up and then drop dead or something. So all I'm saying is that, guys, forgiveness is key. Forgive and forgive. Like, even when the person does not come to you and ask for forgiveness, forgive the person. Forgive them even if they don't know whether they've done you wrong. And to be honest, our people, our parents, especially, like, if you were brought up in an African setting, our parents always they always do us wrong, but they never come ask for forgiveness. And it's hard for you to forgive someone who doesn't see that they are wrong, that they did you wrong. But guys, like, the moment you see that you are holding a grudge against someone, or like you are having unforgiveness towards somebody, like, try to forgive. Like, ask God for that spirit for you to be able to forgive, because it's gonna save you so much. Like, it's gonna save you so much hurt and everything, because you're in regret when the person dies one day, you know, just do what you're supposed to do. Forgive the person, be it your guys, even if it's your mother right now, whoever is, like, let's say if probably you are watching this and you have an issue towards your mother, you have an issue towards your dad, guys, forgive them. Especially our African parents, like, don't, they will never come ask for forgiveness. I'm sorry, like, this is the sad truth. They will never come ask for forgiveness. They will rather come to you and act like everything was right, like as if you guys are fine and as if they haven't done anything to you. So let's learn to forgive our parents, guys. Let's learn to forgive anyone who does us wrong, and let always know that wherever God takes me, like, he can replace, like, whatever God removes from your life, he can replace. And whatever he replaces, like, whatever he puts in your life, it will always be for your own benefit, you know. Like, I can't say that God was the one who took my father, because, like, you know, I can't say that. But what I can really be sure of is that, like, even if the enemy took my father, like, since he's the one who comes to steal, kill, and destroy, like, I guess God, like, had another plan for me, you know. He knew what the enemy was planning, and then he gave me of my father, like somebody who I could call my father, and he still gave me like somebody who can help me, like, just, you know, feel like I'm loved. And to be honest, like, I feel loved. I feel like I have my own father, like, because I can call him my father, and I feel like the way he treats me, like, he really treats me like I'm his child, and I'm really, really grateful for that. So, Daddy, if you're watching this, just know that I love you and I appreciate you. And I'm sure this video is gonna be up on Father's Day, which is tomorrow. So, and happy Father's Day to you, and thank you so much for being such an awesome father. So, guys, thank you guys for watching up to here. I hope you've learned a thing or two. And whoever has lost his dad, or whoever is going through something, you know, with their parents, like, guys, may the spirit of God comfort you. May the same God who helped me go through my and process my father's death also be there for you and help you process your loss. And I pray that you become stronger in whatever you go through. Like, God gives you an alternative. He gives you a new way to go and to go through things. He gives you a new way to take your losses, and he also gives you a way to move from that. So, guys, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't manage to finish my hair in this video, but yeah, you guys will see it. Probably if I do a Father's Day vlog, then you guys will see it, and you also meet the awesome man that I call my dad. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.